Hello, beautiful people. This is Troy Lee, Holistic Nutritionist. If you want to live a drug-free, pain-free life, I'm your girl. A drug-free, pain-free life starts in the kitchen and it ends with the patch. Now, today we're going to be making vegan breakfast sausage, so let's get it on. This is the setup for my vegan breakfast sausage using Vital wheat gluten. So I am mixing together all my dry ingredients first, and I will mix the liquid ingredients separately, of course. One thing I do want to point out that there is olive oil currently in my setup, but I did not use olive oil. I did switch that out for grapeseed oil because grapeseed oil has a much lighter taste, and I only use 1 tablespoon of oil anyway, but I still didn't want the heavy olive oil in the sausage. Now I have my dry ingredients. I'm going to whisk those all together with a nice big spoon. All of the seasonings went into my dry ingredients here. And now I will add my wet ingredients to this mixture. The smell is just so wonderful, just so intense. So you want your dough to be kind of spongy, enough that you can, feels a little moist in your hand, not too dry. And you don't want to knead this a lot when you're making vegan sausages out of gluten because it'll become really spongy. So I just want to knead it enough to know that my ingredients are well incorporated. Then I'm going to shape it. Drop it in an Instant Pot and get ready for some vegan breakfast sausage. Yummy. So now to get my vegan sausages ready, you need parchment paper. That is the first layer, and you're also going to need some aluminum foil. So I just made I think I'm going to make about 8 sausages today. So I just tear off pieces about this size and get ready to set up for the making of the sausage rolls. Ready to roll our sausages. I'm going to divide this into 8 pieces, as much as I can. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, I have about 8. I want to kind of just roll them into balls here. They're not all equal in size, I can tell you that already, because I can just feel it in my hand. So let's just start with this one. And I'm just going to stretch it out like this into more like a sausage shape. Flatten that out. You know, this feels like I'm in school, like when I was a kid and I'm playing with Play-Doh. This is a fun part. As I told you guys, I absolutely love getting my hands in my food. So, nice little sausage shape. Take a piece of parchment paper. I'm going to roll that into the paper. Hope you see how I'm doing that. Just rolling that into the paper very nicely. This is where my scissors come in handy, because I'll just cut off some excess here. And then I'm going to roll both ends really tightly. And again, I have excess here, so just cut it off, no big deal. Because this is going to go in the Instant Pot. And I don't want my sausages up against the foil because it could transfer aluminum into my food. So just roll that in there nicely. Kind of made these a little too big. Cut it off if it's excess. Make a twist on the end. And this is ready for the Instant Pot. I'm going to do this 8 more times, and then it's ready to steam. So there are my 8 sausages rolled and ready for the Instant Pot. As you can see, they are not all the same size, but that really doesn't matter. But I do try to make them the same thickness. So now I have a cup of water in the bottom of my Instant Pot, and I'm just going to set these sausages inside. Okay, these have steamed for 40 minutes. I'm just gonna grab one out here. I'll grab this one here, and I'm gonna bring it over to my cutting board. Ouch, it's a little warm. Okay, so now I'm gonna unwrap it. You can see what that looks like. Now let me I like to cut it open. So just you can see the inside there. Now I'm gonna cut off just a piece. And you can see like sausage is kind of spongy. It has like that spongy feeling. Now the real test is, what does it taste like? It needs some salt. I omitted the salt in this recipe because a lot of times I put mustard on these. I tell you guys, I eat mustard with everything, and mustard has salt in it, but pretty good. Vegan breakfast sausage, or you can put anything on these. You can use green peppers and onions and saute it in the pan. If I were serving this to guests, I would fry it a little bit in the pan first, again, with about a 1/4 teaspoon of olive oil, just to give it more of a little crunchiness, but very good. Breakfast is served. Now I also should say that I want to stick these in the freezer just like they are. So I'm leaving 2 out because I'll probably eat those. I'm getting ready to eat one right now. As you can see, I'm heating it up in the pan to give it that little extra crisp, but this goes in the freezer just like they are. Hey, beautiful people, I'm on this quest to give vegan foods a new name, because if we keep calling it by the old name, people will keep expecting the old taste. So this is the vegan sausage that I just made. I now have it on some whole wheat bread, a little bit of mustard, and I'm enjoying it. What would be a great name for this, given it's made with vital wheat gluten and spices? That's pretty much it. What would you call it? I'm thinking. I'm gonna come up with something. Can you help me out? What about a spicy bread sandwich? High protein savory bread.